Genesis chapter 35. After the troubles Jacob's family faced in Shechem, God spoke to Jacob and told him, "Go up to Bethel and settle there. Build an altar to me, the God who appeared to you when you were running from your brother Esau." So Jacob gathered his whole household, his wife, children, and servants, and said, "Get rid of all the foreign gods you have with you. Purify yourselves and change your clothes. We are going to Bethel to build an altar to the Lord who has always been with me and answered me in my times of trouble." The family obeyed and handed over their idols and rings, and Jacob buried them under a tree. Then they set out on the journey. As they traveled, God put fear in the towns around them, so nobody dared to attack them. When Jacob and his family reached Bethel, he built an altar there and called the place El Bethel, meaning God of Bethel, because God had revealed himself to Jacob there before. Sadly, during this time, Deborah, the old nurse of Rebekah, passed away, and she was buried under an oak tree. The family mourned deeply, calling it the oak of weeping. God appeared to Jacob once again at Bethel and reaffirmed his promises. He reminded Jacob that his name was no longer Jacob but Israel. God promised him that nations and kings would come from him, and that the land given to Abraham and Isaac would also belong to him and his descendants. Jacob set up a stone pillar to make the place where God had spoken to him, poured a drink offering, and called the place Bethel. As they continued their journey, Rachel went into hard labor while giving birth to her second son. The delivery was very painful, and as she was dying, she named the child Benoni, son of my sorrow. But Jacob called him Benjamin, son of my right hand. Rachel died there and was buried on the way to Bethlehem, and Jacob set up a pillar over her grave. Not long after, Jacob's firstborn son Reuben committed a great sin by sleeping with Bilhah, Rachel's maid and Jacob's concubine. Jacob heard about it but kept silent at that time. Later, Jacob traveled to Hebron, where his father Isaac was still living. Isaac lived to be 180 years old, and when he died, both Jacob and Esau came together to bury him, showing respect as brothers.